Namaskar friends, welcome to Export Import Make in India campaign. And today in this session we will understand the interview schedule with the IMR resources. So in the first session we have understood the export process from end to end. Okay. And now in this session we will understand the import process end to end. Okay. So they just asked me the question how you handle the import process. Okay. So as per my working profile, I have explained to them regarding the air shipment and sea shipment, how we import the weapon. Okay, so for example, any requirement of the plants we need to fulfill. Okay, so before placing the order to the supplier, in case of import, we need to ask for the performa invoice from the supplier. Okay, and the purchase performa invoice we need to check out properly whether the Incoterms, payment terms, and item descriptions is okay or not. Okay, so in such case we can negotiate the charges of the goods, and also we negotiate the Incoterms and payment terms and port of loading, port of discharge. Okay, we can change this. We will try to check out which is the nearest port of the factory so that custom clearance can be done at the nearest port. Okay, so this all the thing we need to check out in the performa invoice. Okay, when we approve the performa invoice, they send the commercial invoice. Okay, and we also along with parallelly the another process we have to complete which called the purchase order generate. Okay, so we need to, after negotiation, we place the order by giving the purchase order. Okay, so when we send the purchase order to the importer supplier, the supplier dispatch the goods from his factory. Okay, so at the time of negotiation, for example, we place the order in the ex-works terms. Okay, in ex-works terms we have to arrange the shipping, okay, from suppliers to our factory. Okay, because all expenses will be as by the importers in the ex-works term. Okay, so here we need to arrange the shipping agent. Okay, for example, we are just importing the small shipment like a 1 kg shipment. So what we will do, we will arrange the delivery of this shipment. Okay, so for that what we will do, we appoint the DHL. Okay, we share the dimension of the packet. Okay, and the location where the packet need to be collect. Okay, so what DHL agent will do, DHL will book the DHL will book the shipments through airway bill. Okay, and once the airway bill is booked, the DHL agent will reach at the origin point where the goods is ready. Okay, so the DHL person collect the goods. Okay, and dispatch to for the our location. Okay, so in this process we have to understand that how DHL handle these activities. So once DHL pick this rate, they share the airway bills. Okay, and all the detail we need to share with the DHL before uh, appointing the DHL. Okay, just like a picking address, means that supplier address and our factory address. Both things is very important. Volume of the packets, weight, and the value of the shipment. This thing also important. Okay, the terms. Okay, so in this case, what DHL will do, DHL will deliver the shipments. So once the packet is picked from the other country, like the goods are picked from the Mexico. So when these goods come to India at the Indian seaport, DHL need to file the bill of entry as a courier mode because the shipment is very small So bill of entry file the courier mode. Okay. And also we need to think about that this small shipment can be used as the mode of the shipment is the courier, and the high volume shipment can be used as the cargo mode. Okay. So in this process, once the goods received at the Indian territories before arrival of these goods, DHL will file the IGM to the Indian government along with our CHA or DHL itself file the bill of entry to the custom of the courier shipment. Okay. So after this process, the custom clearance process has been done, and the next step, which is that DHL will pay the duty behalf of the importer. Okay. Then DHL send the bill regarding that. So in this case, the DHL pick up our goods from the Mexico to India factory. So he will charge us the picking charges from the origin, then freight charges, then custom clearance charges. These three charges will be uh, will need to pay to the DHL. Okay, will DHL will raise the invoice in respect of these charges. Okay, after that the shipment reach at the our Indian port and our factory. Okay, we can our plant will check and verify the goods and complete the MIGO process, the material get-in process. Okay. Then expenses regarding the shipment will be entered in the system as a MIRO process. Okay, so this is the process of the courier shipments. Okay. In the same way, if we have to import some machinery in big volume shipments, so what we will do, just like we are importing the raw material from the uh, Argentina. Okay. So in this case, same, we have placed this order in express mode. Okay, in express mode, we need to appoint this freight forwarder and CHA. He will pick the goods from the origins and all charges will be bear by us. Okay. So what we will do once we place the order of the 9 containers of the raw materials, okay, from the Argentina. So in this case, first we need to appoint the freight forwarder. Before the appointing the freight forwarder, the other things we need to negotiate with the charges of the product. Then we will negotiate the Incoterms, payment terms, okay, and also the delivery terms. Okay, this thing it can be negotiated with them. Okay, and also the supplier want to the charges as a advance, but we will try to explain and try to manage the charges as a in Incoterm documents against payment or document against acceptance. Okay, so what is the next step? Okay, so once we place the order of the raw material from the Argentina, so we have to appoint CHN freight forwarder. Okay, CHN freight forwarder, what they will do in case of freight forwarder will uh, arrange the booking for first. Okay, so first once we place the order, the freight forwarder give the booking us. In that booking, the intimation given by the freight forwarder is that's like what is the actual time of estimate time of departure from the origin port and what is the estimate time of arrival in the Indian port. On behalf of this, the vessel name and date will be shared by the our CHA. Okay. So for example, we have placed the order of 9 containers of the raw material. Okay. So once we do these activities with our CHA will share the details. Okay. They also CHA will share the freight charges and all the charges regarding the shipment along with the ATI and ATD. Okay, and also the CHA will CH and freight forwarder will give that the next vessel is on this date and this on for this ship, this vessel the freight charges will be this. Okay, so this details shared by the CHN as per that urgency of the cargo we can book the car shipment. Okay, then what we will do, we also intimate to our supplier. Okay, and also mark to copy to our supplier. So our agent will send the empty containers from the supplier countries. Okay. So agent will once booking the receive the booking, then they can arrange the transportation. Okay, and also receive the date of departure, estimate type of departure. So before this date of departure, estimate type of departure, supplier need to be dispatch the goods from his factory. If he is not able to dispatch the goods before the ETA and booking is confirmed, then shipping line will charge us as a fine, because that shipment will, the vessel is going uh, as a empty, not empty, but we can say the some space left in the sea ship. Okay, so due to this, they can charge us a fine. Now, if supplier is dispatch the goods before the ETD, okay, then container reaches the port of loading. Okay, so in such case, there are many difficulties found by the our agent and CHN freight forwarder, because that they need to pick up the containers from the different locations, because shipping line can give the any location in the overseas that where the empty containers are available. So just like the out of 9 containers, uh, this agent uh, need to collect the empty container from the yard one and second, which is that 50 kilometer away from the factory. So they also need to uh, collect the empty container for that yard too. Okay, so here the agent will also we need to be agent will charge to us, because that they have to collect this empty container for the 50 kilometer away factory in the Argentina country. Okay, so this, due to this, the agent can charge us extra. Okay, it can be such kind of charges can occur. Okay, and they will also approve before charging us. So we need to approve the charges, then they can charge us. Okay, now the step which is the important, once the goods is dispatched from the supplier, okay, and goods are received at the port of loading. So here our appointed freight forwarder, our nominated for freight forwarder, will collect the bill of lading from the shipping company. Okay, shipping company may be Maersk line, MSC line, okay, and other Hapag line. Okay, so what they will do, just shipment is shipped more than they receive the bill of lading, receive a freight forwarder. Okay, so for that, agent need to pay charges to the shipping line like a freight charges. Okay, first our freight forwarder will pay to the shipping line, and then as per our agreement with the CHA, CHA will bill to us. Okay, so here we need to understand the things that this original bill of lading need to be shared with the supplier. Okay, so that supplier will dispatch the goods from origin, and along with he need to prepare the set of document for the bank. Okay, and he will send this set of document to the bank, submit to the bank, then bank will check and verify the document and send to the our Indian bank. Okay, and bank intimate to us that document is been received, a document is arrived at the port. So this thing need to understand that before arrival of the shipment in India, this document need to be collected timely. Okay, and hand over to the appointed CHN freight forwarder, so they can take the delivery order from the shipping line. Okay, now another step, which is the shipping line as a carrier. We can say shipping line are our freight forwarder. He also need to file the IGM in the custom. Okay, and the soft copy. If we are not received the soft copy from the supplier, then we will ask for the soft copy for the filing of the bill of entry in the custom. So what we will do, we will just ask the soft copy before arrival of the shipment in the Indian port. Okay. So we file the once we receive the pre-alert document, or we can say the soft copy of the document, we immediately share this document to our CHA agent, and he will file the bill of entry. Okay, so once he file the bill of entry, this bill of entry you need to check out and need to pay the custom duty, all the thing. Okay, then after this step, we need to pay the shipping line charges also. Okay, it's just like a terminal handling charges. Okay, and inland haulage charges. If container is receiving at the nearest ICD, nearest ICD of the our factory, then in such case we need to pay the charges of shipping line. Okay, so these are the extra charges other than the freight which we already agreed with our appointed freight forwarder, our nominate freight forwarder. Okay, so with this charge need to pay, otherwise shipping line will not give the cargo to the us. Okay, so for the delivery order, we need to share the original document to the shipping line. Okay, and payment also need to make the payment of the TSA and ISA and delivery order charges. Okay, uh, after this process, we receive our agent will receive the delivery order. Okay, and he need to appoint the transport for that delivery of the shipment. So EV bill process also need to be prepared, just like a transporter will prepare the part A and part B by the our factory person where the good will be delivered. Okay, so in this process we need to understand that uh, we have to prepare the strong DSR, daily status report. By help of this daily status report, we can understand what is the actual time of departure, what is the actual time of the arrival at the seaport. So we need to manage the thing like a documentation part, custom duty filing, bill of entry charge part, and the IGM filing. These are the part of the carrier and CHA, but we need to understand that bill of entry is very important. Before arrival of the goods, filing need to be done. Otherwise, custom will be charged to the 5,000 rupees per day. After 3 days, it will be 10,000 rupees per day. Okay, so we have to understand by help of the strong DSR, in which we can mention the detail like on which date supplier dispatch the goods, what is the SOB date from the origin, and what on which date supplier send the soft copy of the document. Okay, and when on which date we receive the original document from the bank. Okay, and what is the date of the bill of filing, and what is the time of arrival of the shipment. So these things need to be captured in the daily status report so that we can track the shipment properly. Otherwise, it will be difficult to understand and handle the lot of shipment in the one time. Okay, so guys, in this session we have tried to understand what is the import process. Okay, so with the example of this session, we have tried to understand the export shipments by air and by sea. Okay, so in the same case, if you are negotiate that Incoterms as the CIF. So in CIF case, our supplier will arrange the freight part. Okay, so freight will bear by the supplier, and he will add this freight in his commercial invoice, and we need to pay the CIF charges as per commercial invoice. So in the CIF shipment, our mainly thing we need to handle it as an importer is custom clearance part and transportations. So very important part in CIF, which is we need to file bill of entry in timely. Okay, and need to pay the charges of the shipping line like terminal handling charges and ISC charges and other shipping line charges just like washing and all the things. So we need to understand that in CIF case there is less activity than the X-verse in import case. Okay, so these Incoterms may uh, these Incoterms is decided based on the negotiations, that if supplier is saying that if you book this as a CIF, then the freight charges will be this, and we also share our agent freight charges. So those both charges are compared. Just like a supplier saying that if you book this container as a CIF from our side, then freight charges will be 800 rupees, $800 per container. Okay, and if we also share from our side, if we import the shipment as a FOB, the freight charges will be $900 per container. So in this case, we have to book the shipment as a CIF case, because if we import as a FOB, then we need to pay $100 per container extra charges. So these things need to be understand while executing this Incoterms. We need to executing these Incoterms and approving these Incoterms and negotiation of the Incoterms. We have to properly check out whether what will be freight from supplier end and what will be freight from the importer end. Okay, both things need to be checked out properly. Then we can negotiate the Incoterms. Okay, in the same way, we have to negotiate the payment terms as per favorable conditions. So, guys, we are just going to end the session here. We have understand the process of import. So this is the session regarding the IMR interview schedules. Okay, and we are just going to end the session here. Okay, thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.